Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are back on Wednesday. I'm going to say the date every day because it
Okay.
reminds me of school. You know when you used to write the date like on your fresh piece of paper? I freaking love
Yeah.
that. But yeah. So on Wednesday, welcome everybody. I hope you are well. Hope you're good and everything. We are back. This is Labrish Daily, and I'm Sade, and I'm here with.
I am Nana, aka Black Fairy.
Yes. And as I said, this is Labrish, and this is where we talk all things reality. We're watching all the shows at the moment. Well, not all of them because there's a lot, but we're watching quite a few. We
Yes.
are watching Big Brother, Married at First Sight, Love Island Games. Oh my God, Love Island Games. Calculated Couples. What else? Blue
Blue
Therapy.
Therapy.
And a little bit of Selling Sunset, and a little bit of Kardashians as well. Yeah. There's a lot on the roster.
Yes.
Guys,
Busy.
if you're joining us, please book the like button as
Book
soon
it.
as
Book
soon as you
it.
come in. And make sure you're following us, subscribe to all the channels. Your aunties could never, Nana Evans Com, and Hate It, Sade Salami. And also make sure you leave a comment, especially if you're watching this later. I know we're going a little bit earlier today, so sorry guys.
I know. For our regulars, this may be a little bit too early for
way
them.
too early.
Yeah,
It's too
especially
early
all
for
around the
me.
world. Yes, yeah. It was a struggle, like getting to watch
Yeah.
everything and making notes. Just a couple of hours earlier, though. It's crazy.
Yeah,
It makes
I
a difference.
know, but yeah. No idea what I missed, but I'm Team Johnny and I don't care. Hey, King.
Oh, of course you are, King Cash. Of course you are.
Like, Johnny's a threat. But
I
yeah,
can't
make sure
even
you.
lie. Yeah.
Mhm.
When we get into it, I'm turning into a little bit of a fan of his. I
Oh,
do like a
serious?
shark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love a villain. I
yeah,
love a
yeah.
villain.
He's great at it.
Yes. And guys, make sure you share as well. We are going live daily. We're watching all these shows and everything. You just reminded me I also need to plug in my mic. What the hell?
I know it's
It's
all going
too
off.
early. It's way too early. Okay, so I might sound a little bit better in a second. Shout out to all my toxic kings. Oh my God, coming with it immediately. So funny.
Catherine playing. Yeah. Shall we start off with
Yeah, let's
Love
start there.
Island Games?
Yeah, let's start there. Because Love Island Games is just giving me everything that I need. Like, I love this show. Like, I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed. I actually even want to like Ariana Maddox. I'm just like, I want to know what your backstory is now because I'm fully invested in everyone who's involved. Like, seriously.
You're a joker.
I just know. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I want the main show to now have this component.
Yes.
Like, I think this is just great. Like the games, everything. I want it to be a feature, and I need it to be this fast paced.
Yeah,
because I can't go back to the floating now, man. This is adrenaline. The whole show.
Honestly. The twists and turns, everything that's happening. Oh my God. So like we start off with basically picking up from the previous day. Everyone's kind of getting to know each other. Megan and Kira. They had a kiss. Johnny was talking to, I think he talked to Jess, then he talked to Liberty. Like, I think like when he talked to Jess, it sounded like he's being very strategic. Do you know what I mean? Like she was just like, "Oh my God, I like that." Almost like, "I like you. I'm so glad that you picked me." Do you know what I mean? And he was just like, "Yeah, we need to focus. Why would you think it was gonna be you? This and the other." And then to Liberty,
that was slimy. What he did to Jess as well was like, "You're still being insincere because don't try and be like, how did you not spot this? You weren't pulling her for chats. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was a bit. You're absolutely right. And I think like what's it called, when he was talking to Liberty, he was basically saying, "Girl, I was just kissing you, it wasn't that deep." And she took it as, "Oh, there's still a chemistry here, but because I wasn't my full self, you didn't see it, and so you didn't pick me. No, babe. No, babe. He is trying to let you down nicely. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying not to hurt your feelings. You know, he can see, he's looking in your eyes, and he's trying to tell you, he's trying to communicate it, but he couldn't. At one point,
he filled in blanks.
He looked bored.
He didn't say any of that to her. It was like, he didn't say anything about you weren't talking frankly. He didn't tell her that. I wasn't seeing who you are. He didn't say that. It was literally just like, we just had physical, and that's not how I'm playing this game.
Yeah.
It was very plain. I was like, Liberty, I don't know why you're reading more into this. Dude basically told you, I'm not here for the love thing.
He really did. He looked bored at one point in that conversation. Like, seriously, it was just like he had enough. It was just like, it's just like, Liberty, man, you're playing with sharks here. Like, you're like, she's like Nemo, she's like Dory, just keep swimming, and he's a friggin' shark.
Yeah. like flip off, like he could get to that point where it is like, you know, when they have to do the real thing, like, you know what, we're friends. Maybe that's why she keeps on getting into that friend place, because they have to actually say to her, I only see you as a friend, so that she stops.
Yeah.
He's probably going to have to say that to her, but also it's the game, and it says he's got to hedge his bets.
Yeah, like, exactly. He can't be too harsh, because it's going to bite him in the bum. So what I thought was funny is, because obviously Curtis picked Lisa, and you see him in the bed with her, tracing her back. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and I was thinking, I swear I didn't have time, but I swear this is familiar behavior. I swear he used to do this behavior. I swear he did. This guy ain't slick. I know what he's doing. He ain't slick. He don't like that girl. He don't like her. No.
There's no other options though. I think as soon as Justine really was like, no, it's about Jack, I think he then started swimming elsewhere. A little bit freer, he probably would have moved that way as well. There's something there too. Like, but he isn't on Lisa, and I get it. Lisa actually also is a liability.
She's a bitch.
Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah. So I get it for Curtis. He ain't that guy though. He also can be a bitch himself.
This is what I'm saying. He is not slick. Curtis ain't slick. I know you don't like her. You don't like her. Seriously, you're trying to win. That's what it is. And he's trying to do this nice guy act. You're not a nice guy. We've seen it. We've seen your form before. You're not. Okay? We don't believe you. Sorry. And then you see Imani, and this is why Lisa is such a bitch. Like, I knew I didn't like this woman. I knew I didn't like her. And she's just showing me every episode. She's going to show me more. I know. When they was in the dressing room, Imani's, obviously someone asked her about Ray. She's so happy. She's gushing. She's glowing. Here Lisa piping up. So happy for you.
Girl.
you bitch.
Fake smile as well.
Fake
It was
smile.
I'm so happy for you. No. I was like, no. Okay. Okay, Lisa.
Okay. This is what I'm saying. You and your Viking self, yeah?
Morning, Sonia. We missed you yesterday. We needed you to
morning, Sonia.
Hey, Mercy.
Hey, Mercy. Hey. Yeah, not feeling Lisa at all. She had no reason to say that. You don't like the girl. Stop pretending. Do you know what I mean?
Like, don't do the falsities, because that is two-faced. The definition of it is you are already like, I don't actually like you. Like, I don't trust you. And then you're going to be like, so happy for you. You're not. You literally are not. Like, you don't have to talk, you can just carry on brushing your hair.
You could have just kept it moving. There was no needs, but you made a point. This bitchy behavior. No one don't like you, man. Seriously. Crazy. So they had a game which was hosted by Ariande Maddox, and it's called Maddox Mountain. I think I quite like her. She's messy. I don't know what
she is growing on me. I still would prefer Maya, because I really did think we were gonna get Maya hosting this show because of the first 2 episodes.
Well, she's gonna come back.
I get it.
Yeah.
But I wanted her to be in it like this woman.
But to be fair,
She's good, though.
usually
She is messy boots as well, and she's holding it. And I just love that there doesn't seem to be that British sensibilities of like, I'm gonna kind of let you whisper away. Like, I just love that she's on it, calling it out. It's brilliant.
Exactly. I love the outfits, by the way. So it was like this cute little like ski outfits. I really loved it. I loved all the
I
colors.
was mainly like, actually,
makeup. Yeah.
The challenge stuff has been really cool.
Yeah.
They've had some good bits.
Yeah, honestly. So what they had to do just quickly is like point out each couple's red flag. So the boys were like locked in these ice cuffs kind of thing. And they had to turn around the red flag. It had different things. And then you had to say which person in the group it was. And then slide down this slide into this ice bath and find the names, and the name, there was keys attached to the names. And then you have to climb up it again. The couple that does it in the fastest time wins the power couple title, which comes, great responsibility with a great title. Do you know what I mean? So it's bittersweet. It's a bittersweet one. So I kind of point out some quick ones. So with who was up first again? It was Liberty and Callum. They called Jack a player, and they said Kira was boring. Jess and Johnny, they called Toby a snake, and they said that Liberty was jealous. I think that's gonna keep simmering as well, that dynamic. Curtis and Lisa, they said that Johnny was fame hungry, and they called Amani two-faced. And Lisa and Amani had a back and forth. They had a back and forth. And I think Amani, yes, she was a bit like taken aback, a little bit hurt by it. Do you know what I mean? But Lisa kept it going. And it was actually, she could have squashed it and left it at that, but she wanted to have the last word. She was just like,
you know what I mean? With her. Like, she wants to get into some beef with her, which I wish maybe, because we're not seeing these after show talks that they do as well, that people keep on pointing out. Maybe there really was more to Lisa and Imani before. So Lisa really did take it personally from her that she put her up. Like, it just feels like actually maybe they were closer than we were being shown. Why Lisa seems to have so much for her. I mean, it may not. I'm just trying to see why she's coming for Imani and not Jessica. This
is what I'm saying, because it's giving the R word. It's giving microaggressions. It's giving jealousy. That's what it's giving. And it's giving, all of this is projection. Like, it's just projection. I don't like her. I don't like her. Amani and Ray, they chose Toby for smug. I can't remember who else they chose. Justin and Jack, they chose Justine, and Jack, they chose Callum for rude, and they chose Selly for oversensitive. Megan and Kira. It's the Y. I swear they pronounce it.
I don't know how she pronounces it. Is she Akira or Kyra?
I thought it looks like Kyra, but I think it's Kira. That's what keeps referring me. But I will let. They chose Callum for untrustworthy and Curtis for annoying, and Sally and Toby chose Jack for selfish and Ray for corny, which I thought it was weird, selfish for Jack. Like, I'm just like, is there anything okay between them two?
They're packed. I think in order to not cause beef, if it's slightly dodgy, don't pick another couple so that they can't come for you. Go for the packed people. Makes sense.
Makes sense. So then we have, so obviously they're winning to play power couple, but they don't get to know straight away. Lisa and Amani, they have a conversation. They when they get back to the house, they have a conversation. Sorry, first of all, can I say that challenge took them from day to night? It was long. It was actually long.
It was
way too long. They must have been cold. So Lisa and Amani, they have a chat. So Mani just wants to bring up, like, it was uncomfortable, like, let's talk about it, let's try and get through it.
Are we cool? Are we really, really beefing?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And Lisa immediately interrupts her. You know, you said I was aggressively playing a game. I didn't like that. Do you know what I mean? I don't think we can be friends. I don't think, like, you know, I thought we were closer. I don't think we can be friends. Amani's just like, okay.
Imagine somebody coming at you like that. Okay. Like you're actually not thinking it's that deep. You're thinking, obviously, we kind of have just met, so we don't even really know each other properly yet.
Right.
And then they're coming with, like, you owe me something. The entitlement for me to be nice to you at all times when you literally are like, I'm here to win.
Yeah.
Like, you're a competition.
Like, you literally... What, like, do you not understand what the words mean? Because that is you to a T. Why are you fronting? Why are you absolutely fronting? Like, I just don't get it. Like, even if you were closer, because, like, I would say, like, Toby and Jack, they're close, right? Do you know what I mean? But what Toby did to Jack, it put him up for nomination, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, they were able to come back together. Like, do you know what I mean? So if they're able to come back together, what's the freaking problem here? Like, do you know what I mean?
No, because they don't have a foundation. I don't know why Lisa is on a mad one with her.
She's crazy.
It could be like straight up, it probably is straight up jealousy of her. It probably is that. And she is also like the other strongest female in there as well. But for some reason, she thought that she would be able to bring Imani to heel. And that's the thing where it's like,
in what
why did you think that girl was that girl?
Exactly. And the thing is, I think they know Imani's the most popular, plus she's the biggest competitor, really. Do you know what I mean? Seriously. So who do you think you are trying to come up against Imani? Relax. Yeah. This ain't your games.
No.
This ain't your game. You're just a participant, just like everybody else. You don't run here. Like, do you know what I mean? That's what you don't run it. Just relax. I could not stand it that she was just talking to her like that. Like she owed her something. Absolutely not.
I'm very proud of Lisa for cutting it and just being like, okay, we don't need to be friends in here. Civil. And then just let's keep it moving. I was like, that's all you need to do. Just now you see her in it. And
you was proud of Lisa, did you say? Sorry,
of Imani.
I was about to say,
just cutting it and just being like, I see
you.
Cool. Yeah. We're enemies now, basically.
Yeah. But Imani's like
stupid.
It didn't make any sense as well. And the thing is, it's just like, you saw the game, you participated. Did you not work out who was the fastest? Did you not like think like maybe? Do you know what I mean? But because you're so overridden with jealousy, you're so ridden with your emotion, you couldn't even hold back. Like, do you know what I mean? You wanted to go in for the jugular and it frigging backfired. And also as well,
they were the fastest.
I think she did.
Lisa,
maybe she did. But it's the delusion. It's the delusion. Also as well, because the way that she's going on with Curtis as well, this is what I'm saying. This woman is not all right. She's not all right. She's not right. We're just focusing on, they're just making us focus on the Imani issue. But the way she's going on, she's not reading the signs. She's just as blind as Liberty. She's not reading the signs. Curtis don't like you.
Yeah.
You don't like you, man.
Partially there for you. Even the way when he came back over.
Right.
And he stood. He didn't come and sit down next to you. He didn't put his arm around you. And then she was trying to be like, I could cry. I was blatantly like, come on, girl. If you're going to get the tears out.
Exactly. She should have actually, there's no point being an ice maiden here. There really isn't at all. It's not going to serve you well at all. Because Imani's too popular in the house. Like, stop it. Like, do you know what I mean? And then also as well, he said when Imani came over, Curtis said, I don't think that about you. I don't think you're two-faced. He excused himself. He was just like, that's her, not me.
The epitome of not my partner. We are not a partnership. Like,
even when
both.
Exactly. When they came back to the thing, he was like, okay, now we got to think about tomorrow's game. Sorry, now we got what? Do you remember when he said? I was just like, this guy does not like you. He's trying to win, girl. He's trying to win. Seriously. But yeah.
Let me do. Sonia Barley says Curtis is flying under the radar for what he is doing to Lisa. He is leading her on, in my opinion, and she's really feeling him. This is giving me flashbacks to Amy, most definitely. Yeah, same treatment. This is him.
Yeah. So, okay, so then they get to the house. They now reveal who the power couple is, and no surprises, it's Imani and Ray. I think everybody knew that was going to happen. Do you know what I mean?
Everybody bar Lisa and Curtis. they look like, oh,
like really.
I mean, when they showed it to us, though, they did seem super fast.
Yeah,
in the clippage, but also I think somebody else had said, I think it was Imani and Ray that have won them. So, yeah.
Yeah. So the people at risk are Liberty and Callum and Celie and Toby. But the power couple, the twist this time is to make one of the other couples vulnerable also. And, you know, they had to choose between whether they're going to go for love and connection or tactical. And they went tactical, rightly freaking so. And Imani was straight. You know, I just tried to have a conversation with this girl and she doesn't want to be my friend. So it's you. It's an easy decision.
Yeah. I wanted it to be faster. But she smiled a lot, is why on our thumbnail there is a picture of when Imani was smiling. Because you could just be like, what are the chances I could get my get back straight away? What are the chances? I was like, this is brilliant.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. And they made it even worse because they didn't even give them like a moment away from everyone to discuss. They had to discuss in front of everybody. Do you know what I mean? Ariana asked Ray like who is exempt, and he was just like, nobody. Do you know what I mean? Seriously. So yeah, it makes sense and stuff. And then we get to the end of the episode and they're just like, well, actually, there's a possible lifeline, and we get two new freaking bombshells. Georgia, I think, and Niall. Is it Niall? I can't remember.
No, his name was weirder than that.
Oh,
I can't remember it now. But yeah, it was like it was an interesting name that he had.
Yeah, I was just like, what the hell? What the hell? And it left us on a cliffhanger. Basically.
So they could probably steal from the 6th. How do you pronounce?
Yeah, they probably saved somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
So yeah. So I'm guessing.
I only want them to be able to pick from the 6 though that are up there that are vulnerable. I don't want them to be.
Yeah. It's because it was a lifeline, no? Yeah,
for real.
I really hope.
I need Liberty to stay. I know, Sonia, you want her to go, but I want Liberty to stay.
Nah.
I'm a fan.
I prefer Celie. I prefer Celie over Liberty. Yeah, personally, I do.
But hang on. Okay, so in my mind, I have. Oh, how was I processing this? Because I still thought that Celie and Toby would be safe. Like one couple should still be like properly safe in it to come back, and then it would be a set that would go. Like basically a couple, but it may not be an actual couple, but 2 people are gonna leave.
Yeah, I think they're gonna save 2 people via these bombshells, and then it's gonna be out of the 4 that's left. And then we'll pick. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I think Toby and Celie are probably the safest to come back. I think Callum. I don't think enough people like Lisa and Curtis to save them.
Well, she got saved last time. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Hopefully they're reading it right, and then she goes, and it makes it better for everybody. Because if she goes, then they have a chance at winning over Imani, right? Do you know what I mean?
Who would? Yeah. Lisa and I don't want them to go. I actually don't want any of these guys to go.
No. It's actually a really good cast. It is.
Yeah. They're making like excellent drama. I don't want any of them to go because I don't want Lisa to go because she is bringing the fire at the moment. I like. You want her to leave.
Yeah,
and I don't want Curtis to go.
No, Curtis needs to go. He doesn't even deserve to be there. Like seriously, he's a liar. He's a liar.
He is a liar. That's maximum drama. Let's see. I don't know. Overall, I want Sally and Toby to stay. That's it.
Oh, King Cash says we need Liberty to stay. Johnny needs a backup plan.
He does. At some point, he will get back with Liberty. That's gonna take place. Like, if she stays, Johnny will do something. He's an arsehole.
Oh, serious?
Most definitely. Yeah.
Mate, no, I agree. Okay, can we move on? Because we don't have a lot of time today, unfortunately. Yeah. Can we go to Big Brother? Because, can you give us the update?
Big Brother UK. All right, I will give you the highlighted version. What took place, the challenge was Big Brother house had an intruder, and it was everybody's family members could come in. It's not that you could interact, but you could say like a little speech to them, to their back, but they could see the family member in the reflection. And it was two security guards that would pick which of the two people whose family members were there, one of them were going to come in. The highlights, as we're going to focus on the fuckeries that took place, is that Trish and Noki's family members did not get selected. And the reasons both times for them, so they're going up against different people. Noki went up with, it was Noki's sister against Chanel's dad. And that was the fastest decision ever made by Tom and Jordan.
Of course,
Jordan
don't like Noki.
Exactly. It was so out of, but when it's like, I've got it wrong. It wasn't Tom and Jordan that made that decision. Two other white guys though. But it was so fast. There was no consideration for Noki. It was literally like, Noki can handle it. Chanel deserves this. That was it. And then they pressed it very fast.
Chanel's got immunity though. So why?
That wasn't even mentioned. They didn't even consider that. It was like, no, Chanel's been down because like her best mates have left. Chanel needs this pickup. Yeah. So there was nothing of Noki was up for nomination. Noki could have gone home. Noki has been down. She hasn't been herself for a few days. None of that. If Noki can handle it, let's give it to Chanel. Now it comes to Trish now. Trish's sister is there and Olivia's sister is there. How do you go from Trish can handle it, she's really strong, to Olivia really needs this because she's been down today? Trish, the mother who hasn't seen her child for 4 weeks, she should be okay with not getting a message from home. But Olivia, who hasn't been sleeping because she's been having maximum fun, she needs to see her sister. The way I was vexed, I was so pissed off. It was such an annoying show, but again, classically showed all of the racism there. That nobody can't tell me anything.
Nah,
they used all of the tropes. Basically, the black people are strong.
They can handle it. They can deal with it. Yeah, because they must endure. And this is the thing. It's just like Chanel is like she is that stereotypical mediocre white woman. Like, do you know what I mean? That is just benefit from everything. Like, do you know what I mean? No. So as long as she cries enough or she complains enough, or do you know what I mean? Like, she will get her way. Yeah, she will absolutely get her way for no reason.
It's the same with Olivia. It was literally like, we're not going to hear Olivia's mouth. And then to top it off, to add insult to injury, Noki was really upset that she didn't get to see her sister, which rightly so, because you know how Noki can be a suppressant, but she literally was like, she cried, she went off, she was really down, she was just lying down around the place. Chanel takes offense to that. Chanel's like, I can't even enjoy that I got to see my dad because now Noki is being cold with me. Imagine that. Imagine that.
Chanel's the worst kind, you know.
She can't even just be in her feelings. That still has to affect you, and you still have every opportunity she got. They showed it 3 times. Chanel talking about Noki, not really talking to her. No sympathy. It's just
so. What must she do then?
He wanted her to be happy for her and to be around
So
her.
she can't be sad. She has to suppress her sadness and be happy for you. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, that's what she was after. I live it. I was so pissed watching it. I literally was like, this is what we have to go through. This is it on a like, it is so, that's why it's such a hard watch. I can't lie, because I'm just like, do I really want to put myself through this? Because it's triggering. It's actually triggering. We've all been in those situations where it's just like, I have to push my feelings aside because of this person. Yeah.
Why?
It was bonkers. That was the and then Trish handled it how Trish was going to handle it. Like, literally, she was like, I'm sad about it, but I respect your decision. Then why was they all patting Trish on the back for handling it like a trooper and not making them feel bad? Like, all of the levels. I was like, oh,
you joking?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Trish handled it so well. It was literally akin to Trish speaks so well.
Trish she's the happy mama. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, but they didn't even process that she would be missing her child. It
didn't even occur to them because they don't see her as a human. They don't see her like not as a human, but they don't see her as someone with feelings. They don't see her as like a fully functioning, formed person. Do you know what I mean? They just see her like in 2D. It's like she's a caricature for them,
basically, in service. I mean? So it was like, it was very. She made it easy for them, and even like she sighed. What I think one of them actually said, like, we thought because you're so strong, and she just went, "Oh, we're tired of hearing that."
Yeah,
and even that marker, I swear they didn't pick up on it. It was like a nothing, like but, you're not crying, you're not cussing us out, so we did the right thing.
And this is the thing, and this is what I'm saying about like why I was just like, these people around you as well, even Henry, Jordan, do you know what I mean? Because it's just like, yeah, you're cool, but are you really like, do you know what I mean? Because you know what, to be what do you call it, to be someone who doesn't participate in any sort of racism, you have to work on that on a daily basis. You have to work on you have to question every decision, everything that you're doing. Do you know what I mean? To see if like, why am I doing this? Why am I taking this stance? Do you know what I mean? Why would you congratulate her in that way? That's crazy.
Monica, you're correct. Chanel is a snake.
Chanel,
and so then they went and spoke about their nominations, like I spoke about yesterday. So they have been punished for that.
Have they?
Yeah, they did deem it as Chanel and Olivia did a rule break. Chanel has lost her immunity, so she can be nominated now. And Olivia,
for that. Good.
Olivia can't nominate.
Okay, good.
We've screwed it now, because basically it probably isn't going to be Trish. Noki is still unsafe because she still does have she has Jordan that isn't a fan of hers as well anyway. So she may be up, but I'm glad they got punished. I think they still needed to go outside and do that time in a jail as well though.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what? Yeah.
That didn't happen.
It's actually really interesting that that Jordan doesn't like Noki, because of what you was telling me before. If he's come from a working class background and this is his persona, you want what Noki is naturally.
Yes.
That's why you don't like her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think that is completely true. I think there is a lot of that. And also it's like reflective. They're kind of aloofness, like just not connecting properly emotionally with people. They're reflections of each other, most definitely. Yeah, but it's that breeding that she has. He would like to have that
naturally.
Yes. And it's like
he resents her for it.
Yeah,
that's it.
But lovely moments. Jenkins got to see his mum, and mum kind of told him off a little bit, just like, we're not seeing your true personality. You need to out yourself. You need to interact more with other people, like without going into. I didn't bring you up how you're presenting in a loving way, but it was nice. That was very emotional. Other than that, I couldn't give a shit about who else got to see their family members, really, because we needed We needed our girls to see their family members.
Yeah, it would have been nice, but
Yinran's boyfriend came in. And Trish had to fight for that.
Really?
Against Chanel. Yeah. Chanel was prepared to have Matty have a video call with his boyfriend. He ain't even in the country over Yinran's boyfriend, who is there in the studio to come in and say
right?
Exactly. That's what we're dealing with. That was the level of the shit. Really. But yeah, so that was Big Brother in a nutshell. Watching it with you. I don't even know if you should, because actually I was super from watching this. I'm like,
what you're telling me is enough. It's enough. Okay, so let's move on to Married at First Sight. So this episode was basically the commitment ceremony.
So is it the final now?
Final, the last one, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was going to be over, but no, apparently there's still more episodes. They still need to go on dates and stuff. I was just like, surely this
done and dusted.
Do you know what I mean? So starting with Peggy and George. Peggy, obviously George came back by himself, and we see Peggy meeting him. Basically, she's talking about, her parents don't really like him. Her dad said, lovely to have as a friend, but not a son-in-law. Makes sense. But Peggy, what stood out for me is that Peggy was just doing all this talking. I just keep remembering, you're 32, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? Like this is a lot. This seems a lot. She seems very sheltered, very childish in a sense. Yeah. I don't think she should necessarily be with George either, but she chose him. She chose to stay. And she chose him over her parents' better judgment. And I do think, actually, yes, they're right in this situation. Yes. Should not be with this man.
But even she said it when she was like, I've gone against what my mum has advised and it's never worked. Babe, maybe.
Babe, yeah.
Maybe you also are like, you don't really see this kind of working with this dude, but I get it for the show to go and finish the experiment. But yeah.
Definitely. JJ and Ella basically revealed they had an argument due to Ella drinking what seems like to be excessively. And Ella revealed that she stalked JJ's ex, and then basically said to him that, my ex is better than looking than you anyway, which really hurt JJ. JJ, to me, just always looks upset. He looks like he's in pain, that he's not sleeping well. Like he looks ill. I don't know what's going on, but he looks like he's in pain.
Doesn't he as well? He really does, compared to even when he came in.
Yeah, he's
kind of looking a bit bloated. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, it is like not sleeping. Also when he was talking about like they go out and she drinks loads and then she becomes belligerent. Nathaniel touched on that at one point. Like when you had a couple of drinks, you get loose lips. So this is a pattern. Like she has this going on. It's a bit, oh gosh, yeah, that's disturbing in itself. But he ain't looking well. He ain't looking like he's handling this.
Ella needs help. I think Ella actually needs real support and help. And this show ain't it. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just it's almost like playing into her insecurities because she's so self-conscious. Do you know what I mean? And she doesn't think, do you know what I mean? She's so insecure, she self-sabotages, and it's just like triggering her left, right, and center. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, she needs help. She actually is help. And she is the problem, unfortunately, in their relationship. Thomas and Ross.
That's the main. That's the main story of Married at First Sight. Yes, that was a lot.
It was brutal.
Yeah,
it was absolutely brutal. I actually felt for the guy so badly. She basically done this was in Love Is Blind. What's the guy's name? It was just that I can't see myself having kids with you.
Oh my god, it kind of like.
Do you remember who I'm talking about?
Who said that?
The curly hair guy. He said it at the end of his episode. He was basically
when she said it, I was feeling like I feel like I've lived this before. with Micah, Paul and Micah.
That's it. Yes, that's it. Well done. Yeah,
exactly what you said.
Yeah. So Roz basically said it kind of, you know, she said she can't make it happen. She was literally, she saw his mum and the mum was asking about children and she was like, oh, no, can't do that. Don't want that. And then she saw her niece, I think it was, and she was just like, oh, yeah, I do want kids. I just don't want them with you. But she did not reveal this to Thomas beforehand. She revealed it on the thing. And she's just there like, hiding behind her hands like every second, and I'm just like, who's the real person that should be upset in these moments? Do you know what I mean? Like, I just thought, like, I get it, like, but this is horrible to put him through, and then he has to be this pillar of support for you. I just thought,
it's that same thing. He did it. It was like, you know, I guess at least he reacted to the blow, because that's harsh. That's harsh. The thing to say on the spot, in public, in front of people, and then to the public. She just didn't need to say that. Even if that is your truth, you just didn't need to say that. You could literally be like, everything I want for my future, I don't see with this man.
Exactly.
But specifically go into it was the kids thing that made me really, really, really. No, man, you don't need to do that to someone. It's unnecessary. It was really, really cruel.
She's an absolute mess, and she needs to get it together and not treat like, do you know what I mean? For someone that's, you know, been through that yourself, when you said, you know, by your own mouth that you've had it where you haven't been a priority to people, how dare you be so careless with someone else, especially on national television? Like, seriously, like, I'm not saying people should bully her. I'm not saying that, do you know what I mean? But she needs to get it together, because that was just like, you're going into child mode because you don't want to deal with these thingies, but you're actually being really, really hurtful to someone sitting right next to you who's been nothing but kind to you this whole process. And you're punching. So
it's so true. It's so true. I mean, on his TikTok, he did a statement, just a little video, and was basically telling people, like, you know, don't go too hard on Roz. Like, she actually really helped me a lot. She helped my self-esteem, and we're in a good place. We're friends and everything else. And so, I don't know, though. He's very gracious. I was like, that was out of order. Bang out of order. And I expected more from Roz, actually. I thought, I don't think she was like that. You can change. I get it. You can change your mind. You can do whatever. You probably did a bit of self-sabotage, but not that heartless. That was like heartless. Nah.
I don't like her. I don't like her. So oh God, Tasha and Paul. First of all, her earrings were ridiculously large and they were distracting me. And I just thought, like, I remember when I used to wear hoops at large, and is that what they looked like? Oh my God, what was I thinking? Like,
I never endeavored to that size of a hoop.
No,
I saw it like hit her face, and then and I was like, why? Like, even when you put it on, you just be like, this is annoying, because they were sitting like that.
They sit. That's the thing. They're not comfortable.
No, I was like, this is a stupid idea, chick.
Those earrings are for photo shoots and photo shoots alone. They look good at photo shoots. It's not practical because it made it look ridiculous.
Down, and you don't move your head. And it's boom. It was stupid. Ridiculous earrings.
So no. But essentially, I can't lie, I wasn't like there wasn't a lot going on here. Do you know what I mean? They just downplayed the friction so badly. I was just like, okay, they're over it, fine. Happy that they're still together, happy for them, happy that she's happy he's happy. I think she'll walk all over him, but happy that they're together.
I hope his friends truly are like schooling him a bit, like, bruv, come on, you gotta like toughen up. Because the thing is, she will walk all over him and then start getting the ick. So it's not, she doesn't want that either. Like, you want to also have equality. Like, you don't want to be able to just walk all over somebody. Like, he needs to like bulk up and be like, no, you can't chat to me like that. You can't do that. You can't be scared of her. It's gonna work.
God. Okay, Arthur and Laura. basically, friend situation was the main thing. Arthur did apologize again. Laura did, say that, obviously you went on the defensive. I think you're absolutely right. She can't pick men because this is crazy. Jordan jumped in the conversation and it was just like, shut up. Like, I
don't know what's wrong with him. I actually think it's a part of, no, you can see it on his face. He can literally not stop his mouth from being the moral high ground.
Yeah.
Wild. You've got your own shit going on in your relationship.
Yeah.
And you want to jump in. Madness.
You got no reason to say that. Threw Erica under the bus as well. Like, oh, you wrote that bit of the letter. Like, what the hell? And I'm glad Charlene jumped in and was just like, can you just...
Yeah.
Laura, I mean, yeah, I really don't know where this is going. Like, I want it to work for them because I do think they're actually sweet together, but like it is still giving the mother-child dynamic to me. And I don't know if we have enough time for that to work, to be honest. So yeah.
I can't. Even if they carry on dating, I don't see it lasting very long anyway in the real world.
No,
they may like each other, but I just think they're just way too different. There's too many things between them, really.
Yeah,
so, not invested in those two, but they'll complete the process, I guess, and let us know together.
Which basically is what Adrian and Matt are doing. They're completing the process because this is nonsense.
No.
That was. That's what I wrote. This is nonsense.
I was like, Adrian, you don't like him.
You don't like him.
I don't even think he likes you. Just think he is attracted to you. Like, I don't know. And that's pretty much it. Okay, we're not invested in.
Do you remember the Umbrella Academy? Did you watch that?
Yeah.
You know the sun, the one that was on the moon. This is giving me Matt vibes.
Yeah, because he's a big
guy. But also a bit not picking up on science and stuff. Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's very similar. Erica and Jordan, basically, that argument has not been settled. And also, like, I think, and maybe they should have led with this, and I don't know how or why it wasn't part of their story, but Jordan's OCD. Do you know what I mean? Because he was, him saying things like Erica was my support system. Well, obviously, if you're in a marriage, that's what you want. But I do think this is a lot to deal with, especially at that age. It's a massive expectation that she is going to have the tools to be able to deal with a condition like that. Do you know what I mean? And having that much pressure over that time. So although I don't like Erica as a person from what I've seen on the show, I sympathize. Do you know what I mean? That actually you're dealing with a lot, and this is uncharted. This probably is uncharted territory for you. So it's unfair to have expectations of her.
It was so unfair, and also even that he was in the process as well. And earlier on, they had said that this is a new diagnosis for him, so he probably doesn't even have all the tools yet himself. Yeah, I was like, this isn't fair that she is having to really navigate this on television as well. I was like, this isn't the best.
Doesn't seem right.
No, not at all.
Because she can't win. Not this competition, but it's difficult for her to come out in a good light. And it's just like they're both right in a sense. Like, do you know what I mean? That like he's not hearing her, but she can't hear him. Do you know what I mean? Because
it's her experience as well. Yeah. It's like, that's also, you want to be involved in everything to get the full scope of the experiment. But if somebody actually is like, well, the full scope of the experiment could set me back mentally, that's not fair. And then she should just deal with it. And then when she talks about it, you're going to be like, but you agreed. Like, yeah, okay, I agreed, but...
but I'm still hurt. Like, do you know what I mean? That doesn't negate my feelings. No. And he was just like, he just couldn't understand that. So I don't know if that also as well, I don't know if that is part of the OCD. I don't know if there's other surrounding issues. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, seeing things a certain way, having to have things a certain way. Like, how does it show up? I think that like, had they explored that story from the beginning, maybe that would be a bit more understanding on how he is and how he thinks, and that sort of thing. So yeah, I just thought, oh, you guys really, these producers really put these people through some mess for, like, for entertainment. Like, do you know what I mean? They really
absolutely did. they really do. I genuinely believe Paul, the therapist, was quite sad at Roz and Tom because they were such an ill matched at the beginning, and they seemed to be like a bit of a success story. And then Roz was like, "We're not a success story."
They all did, because they Roz and Tom, they gave them false hope, like, oh yeah, we could do this. No, no. They were right at the wedding. Roz was correct at the wedding, and they convinced her otherwise. That's why you should always listen to your frigging intuition. You know, just wasting everyone's time
from jump. Yeah, she should have cut out, like, from when she was like, "I'm not feeling it."
Yeah,
it's a shame, but they did look like we were rooting for you.
Yeah,
but yeah,
at least they're not Tyra Banks, because they would have she would have turned around and blamed them for existing. Like, do you know what I mean?
Tyra was so
seriously. Also, I think, is Charlene a dominatrix? I don't know. Like, I just get
that one, and I could see her flourishing in that world and making a lot of money.
I think something's going on, mate. I don't know. There's something.
Her posture is something else, boy. It is like,
yeah. I don't have that. Maybe we need to learn that when we're as our careers grow.
Yeah.
Straight all the time.
Like that, for real.
You know? Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. It's short and sweet today. Thank you so much for joining us. We are back again tomorrow at 12-ish, probably more to the 12. We're trying harder this time.
We're trying. 12-ish. Just wait. Just put the live stream in the corner, whatever you're doing. Like, click a notification so that as soon as it does kick in, you'll be told about it. And then we'll get into it.
Definitely. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. We'll see you tomorrow. See ya.
Bye, guys.